Can a performance task be more effective than a summative test? What do students prefer for summative assessment, performance task or written test? Why I picked science. I picked science because when I think back to my time as a student coming up through K-12, science was a class that stuck out to me the most that had traditional summative testing. Because of this, I wanted to look at performance tasks in science. Why I modified my inquiry project. Originally, I wanted to look solely at the effectiveness of a performance task in science, but I realized I could do this with a literature view. I was interested in producing a research project looking at the effective domain of learners in regards to standard summative testing and performance tasks in science. So what was my research? I went back to my interning school and worked with the grade 6 class on their flight unit. They completed a summative test produced by their teacher, Mr. Moore. After that, I gave them time and resources to produce a flying object for a performance task. The performance task was to fly their object and then discuss with me the effects of the 4 forces in flight: lift, drag, thrust, and gravity. To cover outcome flight 6.3, they would also have to discuss their prototype and explain how features worked and interacted with those 4 forces of flight.
Thrust is when I throw it, the thrust is created by my arm movement. Gravity pulls it down and I can't thrust it forever because I let it go. It slows it down.
Okay.
The air goes underneath and lifts up.
Okay, cool.
Drag is like when it pulls back.
Oh.
Thrust is the effect that makes it go forward.
Gravity makes it go down, lift makes it goes up, makes it go up, drag makes it slow down.
For lift, it keeps it like up, like pushing it forward, like the air would go under and over the plane wings. Gives it power to move.
Thrust would have to be greater so that it can actually fly, because the drag pulls it back.
Drag is the air when it's pulling it forward and then slows down.
When you throw it for thrust, it keeps it so it keeps it fine.
How do you feel when you write a test, and do you like writing tests?
Feel kind of nervous when I write a test, but
I don't like that that they can be hard.
Okay.
And I like writing them because everybody's quiet.
Okay.
just getting them done. I like that the room is quiet because usually it's not.
Easy questions. I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fail, but sometimes I don't. Your memory, so that you can remember everything.
Sometimes I get nervous, but it doesn't really bother me that much because it's just a test.
I kind of like writing the test, but sometimes I don't because sometimes they go on your report card.
So if you had a choice between a performance task and a test, what would you choose?
Performance. I would choose the performance task.
Performance test.
Performance task. I would rather take a test.
If it was like this one, I'd
Do the performance task? Okay.
Test.
The results in this study show 5 out of 7 students prefer a performance task, while 2 out of 7 students prefer writing a test. This is a small study, so it would be interesting to see how the number would correlate with a larger study. Two students' marks stayed the same. 3 students' marks improved 1 grade level. For example, from mostly meeting outcome to fully meeting outcome. 0 students' marks improved 2 grade levels, and 1 student's mark improved 3 grade levels, from not yet meeting to an enriched understanding. This was a small research group, which was a good start, but from here I'd like to expand the research into a larger study involving a variety of grade levels and a greater number of participants to get more accurate results. I will start this process by continuing with it in my own classroom for years to come.